Hey everyone, welcome back to more Let's Play Pikmin 2! Today is day 16, and today we're going to be traveling to the Perplexing Pool. So, last time we finished out the Valley of Repose 100%, and we've already got the Awakening Wickably done. So, all that remains is 3 above ground treasures and the final dungeon of the Perplexing Pool before we move on to the final region, the Wistful Wild. So, I had to make some tough decisions about this episode because frankly, I don't know for sure if we're going to make it to the dungeon in this episode because we've got quite a bit of ground to cover here if we're going to try and get all 3 of these last above ground treasures. So there's a lot of focusing and, speedy work we have to do. First things first, really quickly starting off, let's get 15 whites out. Okay, so there's our 15 whites, and then we're gonna get those with Olmar, and then President's gonna pull out 85 blues, I think. Yeah, 85 blues, and because these 85 blues have 2 dark gates to bring down. These gates, if you may recall, take a lot of time to bring down, even with 100 Pikmin. So it's really important that we have as many Pikmin working on them as possible. We also need to. There is a, shoot. Okay, well we lost 2 Pikmin to these guys, so now we're going to have to go get 2 more at the base. But first of all, let's just right away get them working on this gate. And then Olmar, with the 15 whites, first of all, they're actually going to be useful for getting 2 of the treasures that we're going to be getting today. But the first one, we can quickly get over here. And it's a really good thing we got those rush boots yesterday because, dang, it's going to really help us out a lot. Okay, so there's a buried treasure right here. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. There it is, right there. Okay. Jeez, this took me much longer than I need to. And don't tell me this guy's gonna be a problem, isn't he? Well, since they move fast, they should be able to make it past him before anything bad happens. Oh god, please tell. Okay, well if something happens, I'm gonna freeze him. Actually, we can just distract this guy with Olmar. Yeah, we can just do that. Okay. So what they're digging out of the ground here is a seashell. And we don't have enough whites to get it. Wow, that's a waste of time. Okay, so they're still working on the gate there. They're actually going faster than I thought. Okay. Okay, so we need to grab a few of these blues. No, actually, no, we're fine. We're fine because we can just get the blues to help them. Okay, so no, let's just get 2 more blues out. Okay, jeez. Okay, so this is already a really tough day starting off here, but I think we can do this. It's not too late. We're not exactly at the giving up point yet, but just so many things to decide on here. Okay, so the gate's already almost down, so we need to get President. Okay. Jeez, okay. Okay. Let's get them to. Okay. We're gonna head back to base here. Or not base, we're going to get this, we're gonna focus on getting this treasure back, first things first. Jeez, I really should have done some, a lot more mental preparation for this episode before I started, because frankly, I'm kinda just trying to go over the place here, okay? We need to get you out of the way. Oh god. Okay. Now with the whites, that should make it go fast enough that they avoid any of the mollywogs here. Yep, okay, we're good. Alright, so now that's on the way back. And as soon as that gets back, we need to grab our whites right away, because they're going to be very important in grabbing something else here. Okay, so we still got 70 blues with us, so let's use that to take care of the enemies behind base here. Because the next treasure we're getting is literally right behind base. And it's in water. But it's completely buried. So you need whites to get it out of the ground, and then you need blues to carry it back to base. So this treasure is actually, if you're hard pressed for time, it's not going to be that easy to get. Okay, you. Okay, thank you, game, for distracting me. And I really should have left a captain back there. That's my big mistake here. Okay, fortified delicacy, okay. This is not working out at all so far. Not in the slightest. Okay. Okay, Olmar, bring you back to base. Again, that function would be really helpful right now. It's in Pikmin 3, but not here. Oh, man. This is really, really cringy, I bet. Some of you Pikmin 2 speedrunners out there, it's probably very cringy for you, but sorry, I can't help it. I'm not exactly a speedrunner in this game. I'm only just somewhat decent. That's all I can say. Okay. Okay, 15 whites. We'll get you working on the treasure over here. And then, no, don't fall in that into the water. Ah, stupid skitter leaf. Go away. Okay. Okay, now that they're working on that, I can get these blues to take care of these water dumplings back here. Okay. Okay. So they're gonna get that out of the grounds. And then, no, stay away from the skitter leaf. Okay. This can get really stressful if your Pikmin keep on getting distracted by stupid enemies like that. Really quickly. Okay. Alright, now let's get this back to base. And then, but that's still going to, that leaves only 40 blues to go start working on this other gate we're trying to get past. We're already almost halfway through the day, and we still got that one treasure to get. I mean, one more treasure to get, and then still get to the dungeon. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that, but if we manage to pull off a day that's almost as, you know, productive as that one day in the Valley of Repose, that'd be really awesome. Okay, you guys, I frankly have no time to deal with, so we're going to sneak past them. In fact, we also need to sneak past this Wollywog over here, which won't be that difficult. It's really not that difficult at all. But dang, I never thought those skitter leaves could be so annoying, and they're so insignificant too. Okay, now they're working on that. Let's get these whites back to base over here, because now that we've gotten them out of the way... Wait, what? Why are they... How'd they... okay. Okay, well that's gonna be a problem. I don't like that. You blues are seriously the worst, I swear, today. I mean, just today in particular, you are being the worst. We're not even gonna need 100 blues, though, for today. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's just get... Okay, so I see what happened here. Those... That Wollywog jumped at just the right time. They knocked some of the two... Aw, what? Guys, stop! Pikmin are so dumb in this game, it's ridiculous. Okay. And you're a leaf, and I hate that. You're so slow. Okay, well we got the second treasure back to base. We still got one more treasure and then the dungeon, so... I'm very, very unsure if we're going to be able to pull this off. I have no idea, honestly, right now. I don't know what to tell you guys. But we'll see what we can do here. It'd be really fantastic, though, if we could just get to the dungeon. I mean, like, I might as well just... But I don't want to, like, give up on getting that treasure, though, still, because... It'd still be very nice to... Okay, so anyways, what we want to have going into this dungeon, at least, is 60 blues. Exactly 60 blues. And that's going to be very relevant once we get into the dungeon. I'm not going to explain why, but it's very important. It's very important to have exactly 60 blues going in. Not 100, but 60. And for those of you who you may remember, in the last dungeon we took on the Frontier Cavern, we encountered some creatures there that are going to get their chance to shine in this very dungeon that's coming up here. Okay, we're going to use a red potion to speed this up a little bit. Okay. Really need to get this going here. You know what I should have done is just get extra Pikmin and then the... should I do it? Like, is it even worth it to get a third? I mean, yeah, because they're going to be done with the wall soon, so... Those of you who don't really have much experience with this game probably have no clue what I'm talking about right now, but it's very significant to this treasure that we're getting next and the dungeon that we're going to. Okay, so we got 4 minutes left. It's very iffy right now if we're going to be able to... Okay, we need to cut them up again. Okay. Kill this guy. And we also have to kill these 2 crawdads here, so this could be a problem as well. Come on. Let's get them both killed. Come on. Okay, there we go. Then we gotta kill these 2 water dumplings, and then that thing there, the willowing, or what's it called? A withering bullhog, yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we took care of all the enemies here. Now let's just take a quick look at the dungeon before we get on with this. Okay. So, this is why you can only bring blue Pikmin into this dungeon. It is submerged in water. Interesting. Deeper sections of this hole seem to be submerged in liquid. Sadly, I am a delicate piece of machinery that is sensitive to water. You must go alone. Which doesn't make quite sense, because how are we going to salvage any of the treasures down there without the ship? Why do you look at me with such scornful expressions? I am an expensive machine. Fine, I'll go, but this wantonly reckless treatment of company property will be reported. I don't know how the ship could even think through its own logic there. The fact that we can't exactly salvage any treasures if we don't have it. Okay, so here's what you're doing here is going to require both captains. So we're going to, let's say, 15 blues on there with Olimar. Okay. Actually, we don't really need that many Pikmin on there with Olimar. Okay. So let's get this up. I'd really hate to waste an entire day just to get one treasure or just go to the dungeon, but it's looking a lot like it right now. But I think above all, I just want to get into the dungeon. I guess it's the most important thing for today. So if we're unable to get this treasure back in time, then I'm probably not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go straight to the dungeon, because that's the top priority for today. I mean, we try as hard as we could to get as much as we could done, but unfortunately that's not looking like it's going to work out very well. Unfortunately. So yeah, this is basically kind of another scale puzzle, and it leads us to this. That's where the number 2 Ionian jet in the first game was, and now in its place is a new treasure for us to get. It's the last one. It's typically the last one that people get in the perplexing pool. So let's. Come on, get up there. Thank you. I know you can get Pikmin up there with the other captains to get this treasure. I think this one requires like 20 or so to carry. I think something like that. We're just gonna get as far as we can before we come back, I guess. I don't know. That's pretty much the plan at this point. But there's still those other enemies in the way that might block us. Ah. Man, this sucks. We're not gonna be able to do this, y'all. We've only got like a minute and a half left, and we're gonna have to abandon this treasure and go into the dungeon. It looks like it's looking like it. I mean, we're not gonna make. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna make this back to base. Not at this rate. No way. No way. No how. And we still got those other enemies in the way too. Like, the swooping snitch bug. He's gonna make that a problem as well. And we need the 60 blues that are going in with us. We really do. So, this sucks a lot, but yeah. Well, the least we could do is at least, get this out of the water and get it up here or something. Yeah, let's just do that. Because I'm pretty sure as long as we get this, put up here, then we'll be able to get it later easily. Okay, guys, so we didn't quite manage to do exactly what I wanted to do today, but you know what? We came close enough that I'm happy. So let's move on, y'all. Here it is, the final dungeon in the perplexing pool, and likely it's typically the last dungeon people take on before going to the last region. So here it is, Submerged Castle. Remember, you can only bring blue Pikmin in with you, but look at that. Every element is present in this dungeon. We got 13 treasures, and we can only bring blues. and every element. So what could possibly allow us to get around that? The fact that every element is present, yet you can only bring blues down here. And the funny thing is that there are actually people who attempted to bring other kinds of Pikmin into this dungeon, like through a game shortcode, but even then the game will not allow you to. Like seriously, even if you bring Pikmin, like if you manage to hack the game and bring other types of Pikmin over to the dungeon, the game will not allow you. It will say you can only bring blues down here, which is pretty hilarious. The fact that they actually anticipate people doing that. But yeah, here it is, the first sublevel of Submerged Castle, and believe it or not, this dungeon is only 5 sublevels. Only 5. So, it's only 5 sublevels. It has every kind of danger in the known Pikmin 2 universe. So, kind of interesting, right? Yeah. But it's safe to assume that's going to be a challenging, you know, the fact that every kind of Pikmin... Wait, what? Oh my god, seriously. How did that Pikmin even get back there? Like, how was... I just don't even know with these guys anymore. Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah. We're just going to... Screw that. I was gonna fight with just the captains, but you know what? Let's just... This is way faster. We'll risk losing Pikmin just to kill this guy. Why not? Frankly, that's going well, isn't it? Well, we managed to do it anyways. Okay. So, yeah. Submerged Castle. We'll be getting into the main gimmick of this dungeon soon, but probably not in this particular sublevel. But let's just say that particular gimmick can come into play in this sublevel, but most likely you will not encounter that gimmick until the next sublevel, so you don't have to worry about it that much here. But let me just say that there's going to be a recurring danger in this sublevel that will come into play very soon. And that thing alone makes this one of the most infamous dungeons in the entire game. That one particular gimmick, or danger I should say. And it is, yeah, it makes this one of the most feared dungeons in the entire game, even despite the fact that there's only 5 sublevels. The fact that it's short does not make it any easier, trust me. So brace yourselves is all I could say for now. But I guess for the time being, this first sublevel isn't that bad. But here's our first treasure, and a lot of the treasures in this dungeon are actually gonna be food based, which is pretty interesting. Pastry wheel looks pretty delicious. But it'd be really nice to find some nectar here pretty soon, because, well, hey, look at that, they put the next treasure right next to us. That's nice. But yeah, you probably noticed that by now that Fiery Bulblax over there, he's going to be kind of a problem. Again, no red Pikmin, so... And not only that, but we also are kind of out of purple potions at the moment to use in case of emergency. So, we're going to have to figure out something here. Okay, so Diet Doomer. That's a pretty funny name for a treasure, by the way, Diet Doomer. Okay. But yeah, the reason why we have to deal with this Fiery Bulblax is because he's carrying a treasure. So, I know this is going to be very time consuming, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to fight this guy with just the captains. Now, there is a way that the gimmick I've been referencing in this dungeon can actually help you out. There is a way it can make it help you out, despite how dangerous it is. And we'll also be into that once we encounter it, but let's just say that if that gimmick was here, there's actually an easier way to fight this Fiery Bulblax to get it out of your way. But for now, we're just going to have to do this. Now, this doesn't take that long, but there will be times where it feels like it just takes forever to kill, you know, Fiery Bulblax. But with the Rocket Punch and 2 captains, it can be done, despite the fact that this guy is slowly healing at all times, so... Just try to imagine if this guy actually had the ability to come back to life. That would make him a very big problem. But nope, not this time. Surprisingly enough, there aren't any bull bears in this dungeon, actually. Neither are there Gatling Groins, so... But, you know what? The danger that you run into in this dungeon is bad enough as it is, so... It's good enough that they aren't in here. Okay. So, anyways, I should probably talk about the fact that today is New Year's Eve, and 2016 is less than 24 hours away, so I think it's very fitting that I'm going to be going into 2016 inside the most infamous dungeon, well, one of the most infamous dungeons in this entire game. Yeah, I think it's really cool that that's how we're going to be starting 2016. Just want to point that out. It'd also be really nice if they would stop. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Blue Pikmin are not smart and you have to not fight fire. Try to fight fire in this game. And they didn't even fix it that much in Pikmin 3. Pikmin still are dumb enough to go towards the hazards that they're vulnerable to in that game, unfortunately. But if there is ever a Pikmin 4, then I really hope they fix that in that game, because it's very annoying. No. What is this? I can see it with my optical receptors, but my sensors cannot detect it. Could its physical form be anchored in another dimension? Attacking it is futile. If only we could force it to take on physical form, but in its current state, zerk. Danger, danger, danger. So, it came a lot earlier than expected, and thankfully after we already got all the treasures on the floor, but here it is, y'all. This is the most infamous enemy in the entire game, the Water Wraith, or as some people in the Pikmin fandom like to call it, the Water Rape. It really fits that name, because let me tell you, this creature is very dangerous. There's nothing you can do about it until you reach the final sublevel, but for now, we're going to escape and move on to the next sublevel, because we don't want any of that crap. And with that, y'all, we're going to end things off here, because we are at 22 minutes here, and I think just those few seconds of seeing the Water Wraith is enough for me to want to take a break. Okay, not really. I don't really mind this guy that much after all these years of playing, but still, he's still kind of a minor foe, I guess. Like, enough to make me not feel comfortable going through this dungeon, but that's for another time. See you guys next time for more Pikmin 2, and if I don't get another episode out by the end of the day, Happy New Year, y'all. See you guys in 2016, where we will continue our fight against the Water Wraith. Or Figural, since we can't do anything at all for now. Bye.